And no, we are recording, and then I just want to get okay. So you said you had more realtor meetings.
Mhm. I did a lot more pre-approvals, and I feel like overall just
Oop, did we freeze? Shoot, who froze? Is that me or you?
my perspective on the business.
Okay, so like one of us
Who
froze.
knows? Yeah.
Um, so obviously more realtor meetings, pre-approvals, and then you have a better perspective on the business.
Yes, I have a more positive perspective.
Um, okay. Um, so how do you think you've personally grown? How do you feel like you've grown personally and professionally over the past year?
I think professionally, I've become more positive. I don't think that everything is failing.
Mhm. The sky's not falling.
Yeah, I'm not going to lose my house. So, you know,
That's good.
been a very positive year. There
Um,
were definitely some ups and downs,
yep.
but overall, it was a good year.
Okay. And how about personally?
Personally, I think it's about the same. I mean, business and personal kind of go hand in hand.
Um, so you're feeling better on that on your personal like whatever.
Yeah, yeah. I don't feel so down, so much, it's much easier for me to go out and do things and hang out with my friends and not just be stuck at home all the time.
Yep. Um, what I mean, I know some of the answers to this, but what challenges do you feel that you overcame?
I think a positive outlook was a big one. Having more confidence in myself and having more confidence in my ability to survive and thrive in this market.
Yeah. Um, so in that sense, so what did you learn from that? Like, what did you learn from having a more positive outlook and, gaining that confidence?
That if I go into things with a positive outlook and not doom and gloom, that I am more likely to get people to want to work with me. And even if I don't say anything about, it being when I was depressed and didn't want to do anything, even if I wasn't coming out saying it, it came off in my personality and body language.
Right, because our vibe attracts our tribe,
Yes.
and I can't
Yes.
say that enough. Um, so what energized you most in 2024?
You having somebody there to help me through it.
Okay, woo! Yep.
Yeah, good job.
Um,
Yes, but I mean, you were a big part of it.
um, what drained you?
People. I was telling my Toastmasters group that I love going there and I know that it's very beneficial and it will help me in the long run. But because I'm an introvert, having to be around people at 7 a.m. and talk to people and have conversations and have to use my brain that early in the morning, I usually come home and sleep for 2 or 3 hours when I'm done because I'm just exhausted. It takes everything out of me. So
Can I
people are,
introduce you to 5 Hour Energy? Just
yeah,
kidding.
right? I'm gonna have to do something. Oh, yeah.
Is it always that way, or are there some times where it's not that draining?
There are sometimes that it's not that draining. It's usually days I have to give speeches are exceptionally draining. And if I'm not the one that is either running the meeting or doing table topics, I tend to be more exhausted when I'm done.
If you're not the one.
If I'm not, if I run the meeting and I'm in charge, then I seem to do better.
Well, why do you think that is?
I don't know. It could just be because I know the structure and I know what I'm going to have to do and I know everything that's going to happen. Whereas if I'm not in that position, I get called on to do impromptu speaking, or I have to evaluate other people, which also drains me.
So the impromptu, not knowing
Hmm.
that the lack of structure in that way, the structure helps
Yep.
you be um, grounded.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. I'm like all of a sudden it's like bing. I usually try to. Okay. So how well do you feel that you've aligned your actions um, with your values and priorities on an energy scale?
I think pretty good. I've learned to not overload my schedule. I've learned that it's okay to say no.
Yeah, biggest word on the planet.
Yes. So that has helped a lot.
Yeah. Um, and I know we've talked about this, but if you're thinking about measurable progress that you've made towards your goals, what is the biggest, what would you say is, what would you define as your biggest measurable progress?
The amount of money that I've made.
Obviously, that's good.
Yes.
We like that's good.
Yeah. I didn't have to stress about my mortgage payment this year. So that's positive.
Um,
Also the number of loans that I closed or that I will be closing.
yeah. So now, last time we talked, you were thinking that there's going to be six, potentially seven. So is that still? Are you at the six or
Yep.
seven? Or are you at
I'm at
eight?
7 right now, possibly 8. Yeah. I had one go into contract yesterday. I've got another one that we'll hopefully get into contract this week. And then the investor is still on the fence. So we're still working with him. Yeah.
That's okay.
Yep.
Um,
But I mean, last year I did 1 loan and 2 HELOCs. So this is a huge improvement. No,
okay. So one loan, two HELOCs. I mean, you, how much you make on HELOCs?
not that much. I make $500 or $600.
And then the loans you make.
Loans I make between like four and $6,000 usually.
Okay, so now you got and those 7 loans.
Hmm. None of them were HELOCs. They were all loans.
So that's $35,000 roughly.
Yep.
And then, so you may have 8. So obviously, if it's 8, that's another whatever.
Hmm.
And did
Yeah.
you do any HELOCs this year?
No.
And does that include what you do for our June?
No, that's just on my own.
Just your own.
Yep. Yep.
Woo-hoo!
So just on my own, I have almost now replaced my salary as a processor. I am about $10,000 short, which is two more loans.
Okay, so you were making what, 45, 50-ish or more, 60,
My
60,
salary was 48. Yeah,
40
48. Really, stop. My salary is 48 plus I'd make bonuses. So
plus, right.
yeah. But all of my bills and everything are based on what my salary was. I never counted the bonuses
Right.
towards
Okay.
bill.
Okay, so you're almost at so just on your own. So but that again,
Yep.
that still does not include what you're getting from
Right.
June, whatever. Okay. So I'm going to ask you, so being that you're now a in on this side of the business, did you set yourself up as an LLC or
No,
are you're still under them?
I'm still under them.
Okay.
Yep. I'm still a W-2 employee.
Oh, okay. You're a W-2 employee. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. 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 So you're a W-2 employee, almost there,
Mhm.
but so that's awesome. Way to flip and go.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. So now, um, okay. So on I'm kind of curious, what type of feedback have you received, if any, in from them on in 2024, um, that maybe has changed your perspective or your performance? Have they said anything to you?
No.
Really? Sorry.
Mm-mm. I don't think that anybody at my company actually pays attention to what my numbers are.
Why not?
I don't know. No idea.
Okay, well, that's a missed opportunity for them, but that's a whole other story.
Yeah.
Um, okay. So now thinking about the goals of 2024, what if anything did you not achieve?
I did not close as many loans as I had wanted to because I wanted at least 12 and we're going to get 8, which is still not bad.
Well, right. I mean, you basically missed, it's like a 30% off,
Yeah.
right? But looking at it from the other side, you you increased your loans
Mhm.
by 700%.
Right. Yeah.
Like, so I mean, you had a 700, well, technically you're at 6, so 600% increase.
Right.
600%, I like the 600% increase the goal was 12, but that was so that, right? I mean, if that was the bullseye, you hit the outer rim,
Hmm.
right? Or the middle rim, like, right? So,
Yes. I mean, I think overall I was very successful in what I did this year.
yeah, really super successful. Okay.
Yes.
So, what what would you do differently, if anything?
I don't think I would do anything differently. Um, yes, I need to get more pre-approvals, but I don't think going about how I'm doing my business would change.
Okay.
I mean, it's a slow market, so I've brought on new referral partners,
Right.
which is always the goal. So I think I'm doing everything that I should be doing, and it's going to pay off more even next year.
Yep. Oh God, yes. I mean, this is like the start of it, right?
Yeah.
Like this is like okay. So awesome. So first of all, what are you doing for you to celebrate your 600% increase in deals?
Right? I try to buy myself a little something out of each commission that I've been
Okay.
putting.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Okay. All right. I love that. So, um, just letting you know, I want to keep it going, but a contractor is going to stop at my house in 16 minutes, so we may have to pause if that's okay. And come,
that's
but
fine.
and just give me a couple minutes. This is
Yeah,
one of those.
no problem.
He was supposed to be at my house at 12.
Oh, okay. Right on time.
Yeah, that's okay. No, that's actually I'm at this point. I'm not going to go. I'll tell you the details later. But okay,
Okay.
let's talk big picture. And this is actually when he's here, it'll actually give you time to actually, I want you to write some things down. So it's actually kind of perfect. I'm going to have you stay on. So
Okay.
here's what I want you to think about. If everything were possible, like let's think about 2025. What would
Mhm.
your ideal 2025 look like?
Ideally, I would hit 18 loans for 2025
Okay. Okay.
and
Um,
bring on.
and what is one big goal you'd pursue if you knew you couldn't fail? And I don't want to necessarily mean like think about overarching goals. I mean, we've got 18 loans, but what would
Mhm.
be like what is that going to give you? What is 18 loans going to do? I mean, financially, let's just say at five, that's $100,000, right?
Yep.
Roughly. Okay.
Yep.
But what is that big bold goal? What is one big bold goal you'd want to pursue?
It, I mean, really, it's financial freedom. I don't want to have to be worried about how much money I have in the bank. Am I going to be able to cover my bills for the next 3 months? I would like to get it up to, a cushion of 6 to 8 months.
Okay. And then let's look at the vision on a both personally and professionally on this.
Mhm.
What is what would how do you see yourself and how do you want to be growing as a leader and professionally next year? Like at the end of the year, if you're thinking about that, you want to be like, how would you want to define that?
Um, I think I would like for more realtors to see me as the expert or the person that they want to go to with their questions.
Um, and what does that look like to you? When so if you're saying, sorry, Misty is like looking at my hand like nobody's business. Um, when you see when you look at that vision and people are coming to you to ask you for questions and to be that person, what does that look like? Like, are you on a stage? Are you like,
No. I just think like when they have questions or when there were clients that have questions, I want them to text me or call me with those questions, not another lender. I want to be the person that they turn to for their answers.
so it's really authority.
Yeah.
Misty, I love you, sweetheart. I totally love you. But now's not the time. Okay, sit. Okay.
Oh,
Um, so well, how about personally?
are you still there?
Yeah, can you hear me? Can you,
Yeah, your picture just
oh,
froze. It's
oh,
okay.
per,
As long
what
as you can hear me.
I can personally, what does that look like to you? What would you like?
Um,
What would you,
Personally, I would like to be able to pay off my car. I would like to be able to go on vacation with my grandma again. I want to be able to take her to um, an NFL game next year.
can I come?
Yeah, come on.
Okay. What
Yeah,
else?
and just be able to do things with my friends and not have to worry about how I'm going to pay for it.
And where do you want to travel to? Where do you want to go? Where's that vacation? Where do you want to go on vacation? Can you hear me?
Bahamas. The Bahamas. A cruise to the
Bahamas.
Bahamas this time.
Why the Bahamas?
Because it's warm.
It's not. I want you to rethink that. I freaking hate the Bahamas.
Really? I haven't been there since I was in high school.
Okay, both times that I've been to the Bahamas, it was freaking freezing as shit.
That
I
doesn't
went
sound fun.
I went in December and I went in March. And both times cold as shit. I came back whiter than I should have been. So
Okay, well, those are the times I would want to go, so I'll have to think that again.
December it's freezing. And it's too close to like where like think about it. It's like it's not far enough south unless yeah, it's too close. It's
Okay.
like it's right off the coast of
Yeah, true.
anyway, think south. Um,
Okay.
I'm just saying maybe Bermuda, not the Bahamas,
Okay, we'll look at
right?
that. Yeah.
Right? I'm just not to change where you want to go,
Yeah.
but like I'm just sorry, I'm ixnaying the Bahamas. I'm sorry.
Okay, we're gonna look at something
Go there
else.
because it's cold. I'm like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I don't
sorry.
want to go where it's cold.
Yeah. Okay. So this is what again, I want you to sit and think about this. So I want you to think about what does success mean for you in 2025?
hmm
What is that going to mean for you? And how will you know you've achieved it? I mean, besides just the number of loans, like what does
Yeah.
it mean to you?
Um, Feeling more confident, being able to have more speaking opportunities in front of realtors and just not having to worry about where my money's coming from every month.
So it's
That's
that
big.
it's that comfort.
Yeah.
It's going to be that comfort feeling. Okay.
Yep.
Um, how do you want well, okay. So in what areas or of your life or your business do you think needs the most attention in 2025?
Um, I think growing my business still needs the most
Yeah.
attention.
I want to ask you something about your business. So, about, and going back to vision. So
Mhm.
right now it's you. Thinking long term, like, do you always want it to be you? Do you want to be an Arjun? Do you want to be like how like what's that dream? Like do you want to have your own? Do you want to
Right
open up
now,
like Jennifer Burke
no,
mortgage.com?
I really don't.
Okay.
As of right now, I don't really want to be a team lead. I don't want to have to worry about other people. I want to be able to worry about myself.
Okay.
I think processing for 20 years and having to work for other people and make sure that all their stuff was done, really, it was like babysitting. And I feel like that's how a team lead is.
Okay.
So I want to just worry about myself for a while.
Okay. Okay. Now, what type of impact do you or and legacy do you want to really be building in that next year? Like if you could just put your rubber stamp on something.
Um, just the authority part of it, the confidence and authority.
Okay. All right. Now, let's look at planning for 2025 because you've said a lot of amazing things. And knowing what I know about you and your business, I'm curious, what do you think are three specific action steps that you want and can take to move you closer to that vision of financial freedom, 18, and being able to go on vacation? What are those three, what are three specific action steps you want to do?
I think speaking in front of small teams so I can get in front of more realtors at one time instead of one-on-ones. And then really focusing on my follow-up with everybody. That one's huge.
Yeah. Because that's actually, so that kind of goes into the next thing, like habits and routines that you want to create and strengthen.
Yeah.
So what I want to see, this is where I want to, what I really want to see you do and what I see us working on. The speaking is really important, but I also
Mhm.
see that I I see little seminars or sessions or something where you're getting people where Jennifer Burke is hosting,
Yeah.
right? So like so the one thing because it's creating that authority, like let's I really want to dive into what we're going to do to create that authority.
Yeah.
Um okay, so now thinking about what habits or routines will you create or do you want to strengthen to support those? And I know some of these things I like they're going to be we're going to work on them, but what are some things that you see?
Um, lead generation, which is going to come from follow-up with realtors and clients.
Hmm.
I really want to strengthen that this year. And I want to continue with my outreach that I've been doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just had a thought. Is there a way for you to get a list of people who just got their licenses? Like, is there a way to go to the Nevada Board of Realtors and find out who are the new realtors that have just, like, congratulations and that you've gotten your license?
I can get it from my friend in title.
Okay.
She'll send it to me.
Um, I made a note, new realtors. Um, Continuing the outreach, lead generation. Okay. So what other resources or tools will you need to achieve your goal? I mean, obviously that we just kind of just said like one of them obviously is the list of new.
Hmm. Um, just, the list of new, the list of, which I've already started, the list of smaller teams
Yeah.
that I can get in front of. I really want to get better at using my CRM for outreach to clients.
Okay. Um, what what obstacles do you think that you see that could potentially arise and how you prepare? The other thing I just want to make sure that we put on that list is corporate outreach
Yep.
to HR. I don't, that's something that, So
Yeah.
what obstacles do you think could arise?
My own fear.
And how do you want to continue preventing that or stop having not have fear stop you?
Well, Toastmasters is helping that. And then I think the more groups I get in front of, the easier it'll be.
That's true. The more you, I mean, and the more you practice, right? Practice, practice,
Yep.
practice, right?
Yep.
Um, so how do you want to stay motivated?
A good question. I don't know.
We sort of talked about this, but I think this is something like I would love to see, and I have not been able to do anything to set to schedule this because I was going to,
Mhm.
because life has created. But I'd love to see that like vision board,
Okay.
something that you can look at, that really has you showing that you can look at to help you stay motivated because it really does help.
Okay.
Um, okay, so thinking of these things, we've talked before leveraging the communication. Like, so what I want to see, what I'd love to have you kind of like really map out is I would love to see you sit and write. And this is where when Neil shows up, you can kind of plan on writing a little bit and then I'll come back in. I
Mhm.
want to see you write both um, taking your personal intention and a personal intention and a business intention and to really write it out. And that intention, so it's it's not just like short, it's what you are going to be doing personally, what actions that you want to take, the things that you want to do personally, the things that will also really sort of make you smile, and that um and the personal is it could be family, what you want to accomplish on a personal level with your whether it's you said going with taking your grandmother on a vacation. It's spending time with your friends. It's the actions that are going to be that you want to be doing. So it's reading like where I am. I have the authority and I am confident and I have the means so that I can, take my spend time with my friends and be able to go out and put a time. Like how many times a week do you want to be spending with friends? How much time do you want to be going and spending time with, you know, family? What do you want them to look at and think of when you are spending time with them? Like, what's that feeling that you want to come out with and why? Like, why do you want that? Have that. And then also on a business side, my business intention for this year is to increase my business, um, to double my business, right? So to go from 8 loans, to increase my business by 100%. So that's, or 200%, right? So that's, or, 150%, which is basically what you're looking at, going from 8 to 18.
Hmm.
And I'm going to be doing this like each week, I am going to input certain amount of time. And by doing this, this is going to give me the wherewithal that I'm comfortable, like to write it all out and to have like, and by doing this, I'm creating a lasting legacy for myself, what my family has, and what I also see, and this is kind of key, and I think I know we've talked a little bit about it before, but we're talking about creating authority. And instead of you going on social media, like I would love to see you. I don't know if you register for Podmatch. I'd love to see you register for Podmatch, get matched, on, and plan to do like one podcast a week that you can then repurpose that content and create that authority because one of the biggest things that we need to do is get you speaking more.
Hmm.
Okay, so
Okay.
I'm going to give you like 20 minutes. I want you to write. I'm going to pause. I'm going to go answer my door with Neil.
Okay.
20 minutes and I'll be back.
Okay.
Ready, set, right.
Ready, set, go.
Ready, right. Ready, set, right. Okay, Jennifer. Ooh, how are you doing?
Good.
What do you got written out for so far?
I've got my personal intention done, and I'm working on the business intentions. Mhm.
Okay, keep going. I'm going to be here.
Okay.
Oh my God. Um,
Think I got it.
okay, read it to me. Read.
All right. Personal intention. I want to be able to spend one night a month with a friend that I have not had a one-on-one time with this year. I would like to have one night a month that I can get together with a group of friends. I would like to have one family dinner a week, and I would like to have dinner with my grandmother every other week. I want to take grandma on another cruise and to an NFL game. I want to feel more financially stable. I want to have enough money in the bank to be able to go out and do things and not worry about how next month's bills are going to get paid. There's that one.
Okay.
And then business. I want to continue to grow my business. I want to double the amount of loans that I closed this year. I want to meet with one new real estate team each month. I want to do 4 pre-approvals a week. I want my follow-up to be just as strong as my initial contact. I want realtors to see me as the authority in the field. I want them to call me with their questions and know that my knowledge of the mortgage industry will translate into more closed loans for them. I want them to know that, or I want to know that every month I have at least one loan closing.
Okay. Awesome. All right. So I want you to type it up.
Mhm.
I want you to send it to me.
Okay.
Okay. And then what I want you to do is hold on one second. Hold on.
Okay. It's okay.
My I need to get a generator because we were out of power, and so he's coming to take like I got a quote from a gener for a guy for a generator the other day, and
Mhm.
I just it was kind of a interesting phenomenon. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, okay. So I want you to write it up. I want you to send it to me now.
Okay.
When you have that in there, this is what I want you to do. I want you to take your calendar, okay?
Hmm.
So have you bought a 2025 calendar?
No, I guess I'll do that today. Go on Amazon when I'm done here and order that puppy.
All right, so that 2025 calendar, okay? So
Hmm.
one of the things that we want to do on that, hold on, what is it? Hold on.
I'm gonna go.
You're gonna go to my mom's?
I
Okay.
was gonna stop off at Sephora, but I
Okay.
don't know if I have time. It's 2:06 and my thing's at 3.
What thing?
My meeting with the nurse
Oh,
practitioner
right.
online. So I just figured I could do that call.
From my parents.
Yeah.
Why don't you do it the other way? Why don't you go to my folks and then do the Sephora on your way home?
Um,
Okay. Um, um, okay, so go into your calendar using a pencil. Um, using a pencil. Um, mark out what you just said.
Okay.
Okay, like I want you to put that plan on there. And then on your part of your vision board is to put those things like to put those things like I will, I'm like how many loans? Like 18 loans. Weekly this, so it's so when you look at that vision board, you see it, but also be able to put it someplace so you have it. Okay.
Okay.
But I want you to write it up and I want you to send it to me because what I'm going to do is, and I'll share this with you. Hold on a second. Um, what the heck? Um, no, hold on. 20. Oh no, I don't want that. Hold on. Where did I? Um, okay, I'll show you let me just share my screen. Um, so basically it's putting this all in. So it basically almost like makes a book, right? So
Hmm.
for your success plan. So that I want to put that together. So
Okay.
we have like literally, let me just stop. Stop. Basically it puts it in a book for you and
Mhm.
and so that it maps it out for the year.
Okay.
Stop. Oh my God. Um, like, wait a minute, did it just turn you off?
Yeah, turn my video off.
Oh, hold on.
Let's see.
Why did it do that? Zoom is like doing some weird things. Here, wait, more. Asked to start video. I mean, like, okay,
Okay.
there we go. I don't know.
Start my
Okay.
video.
Um, so this starts at 2025 planning,
Okay.
and we really put in place, like, I mean, we've had so much great success. And
Mhm.
I'm so excited for all that you like, but now it's taking it to that next level, right?
Yeah.
Where we're here and
Mhm.
right and where we've got certain things in place. And I really want to um just give you the, you know, it's very smart of you to know where you are, right? And knowing that, like when I asked you about, do you want to become an Arjun, whatever his name is, but
Yeah.
like, and so like kudos to you for recognizing that, because some people will be like, oh my God, I want this,
Yeah.
but but it's really good to know and again and see that vision as to what you want for you and strengths, weaknesses, like what you just said I thought was brilliant, which is you know you spent how much time in processing and putting them together, which is one of your biggest strengths. I think like you have to really push that out there, like one of you went from the back end to the front end. So
Mhm.
it really helps you be on the front end stronger because you know what doesn't go through.
Right. Yes. I agree.
I mean, so that's huge.
Hmm. I really need to focus on that when I talk to people.
Yes. I'm going to put that on here too. Focus
Mhm.
on your backstory.
Yep.
And I think that's again, and I really see, and I guess the question I have for you is do you where and if we wanted to create authority, how do you feel about getting on podcasts?
Makes me a little nervous,
Okay. But this
but
doesn't, right? Or doesn't? I mean,
not anymore.
right.
No, it used to, but not anymore. And I
So,
think it's like public speaking. I think that if I just start doing it, I'll get more comfortable with it and I'll be able to do more.
yeah. Yeah. Um, it is. Yeah. So I'm gonna send you a link. I don't think you signed up for Podmatch. Yeah.
I
So
have not.
I'll send you a link to sign up to Podmatch.
Okay.
I really truly okay, hold on. Sorry. This is like annoying because I think we should look at running the gas line under the house versus adding another tank. I've used Mark as the plumber in the past and he would be good. Oh, all right. Perfect. Can you ask him? Um, I think that getting you on, because it really does create the authority when you're on other people's podcasts. You don't have to start your own, but having that, because then you can, such an easier way to actually just become an authority and be able to use that on LinkedIn. And it's so much nicer than, and you could share like, they can create clips and things like that. Most podcast people, whatever,
Mhm.
will create clips so that you can just post on Facebook or post on LinkedIn or post on, so it helps you create that authority.
Yeah.
And so then when you're sending out emails, it's also when you're sending out emails to your clients or to prospects, you can use
Mhm.
snippets
Okay.
in
Okay.
that, if that makes sense.
It does.
Okay. Awesome. So how do you feel?
Good. I feel good.
Yes, I'm so excited. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So next steps is send me that stuff. We'll
Okay.
kind of create that. And then we just need to set up a time too for December. I mean, as long as you want to continue.
Yes, I do.
Uh, I do have to send you an invoice for November because I'm horrible about that, as I always am. Um,
No.
so um so December. How who the hell is that? Oh, how is December? How is Tuesday the 10th at 10?
Can't do Tuesdays.
Okay. How is, well, let's see. Can you want to do Monday the 9th?
Yeah, I
You want
can
to do
do.
Monday at 9?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I have to get better at sending. I have to send it. You'll get an invite right now, but I'm gonna send another one. I'll probably delete that one and send a different one also. But just because okay. I don't really like him. Um, sorry. He's gonna have this plumber call me, and I actually hate the plumber.
Oh, good.
I have a plumber coming to the house tomorrow, a different one. So I think I told you about my tenant.
Mm-hmm.
He's gone.
Good.
Did I tell you that he was an alcoholic?
No. Oh boy.
Um, Let me show you. Um, let's see. Um, Let me just see if I can find this. Um, oh, here. Okay. You are going to die when you see this picture. Okay. Okay, first of all, this is all of the soda and all the stuff that he never threw away.
Gross.
Hmm. He put some of them underneath. He never threw out any garbage. Pizza. Now, take a look at the counter. What do you see?
Wow.
And there's more. And there's more. The guy, I think, was drunk the entire time. And I was, and the weird, and he did this DJ stuff, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't figure out, I'm actually stop recording.